say you don't need nobody else. Feels like you don't got me, so you feel like you've been by yourself. I've been feeling kinda down myself.
Hey everyone, it's Milan, and today I am back with another video. Today's video is basically just how to be successful going into college. This video is perfect for juniors and seniors, and if you're a freshman or a sophomore as well, this is perfect for you too. I know for juniors and seniors is when a lot of things start opening up for college applications and things like scholarships start opening up around your junior year. But as a freshman and sophomore, this is also important to know so when you get to those upperclassmen years, you're prepared. So in this video, we will cover a lot of topics such as college application process, what classes you should take, scholarships, resumes, extracurriculars, and everything above. I am a recently graduated high school student. I graduated in Georgia, so I also received the Zell Miller Scholarship, and I'll tell you guys about that if you're also located in Georgia as well. I will have a lot of resources linked below for you to use after this video. So I hope I'm a blessing to you, being able to give you something to help you in your college journey, because I wish I also had that help as well. So grab a notebook and grab a snack and let's get into it. Okay, so I have my iPad here with everything, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm referencing. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is the college application process. First, starting off with college essays. So you have one big essay that you send to all the colleges that you apply to through Common App. It's under 650 words and it's out of the 7 prompts. I'll put the 7 prompts here. So basically, I say the earlier you start these essays, the better. College applications open on August 1st and you want to be the earliest to apply. You don't have to apply right on August 1st, apply to all your colleges, because you still have to do supplemental essays, you still have to fill out the questionnaires and everything. But the earlier you have this essay done, the better. And my thing, I got it done in the beginning of July, and I was able to have one of my ELA teachers go and review it, make sure my grammar was correct, make sure I had the wording right. And I feel like that is a really important thing. If you have somebody that you know that's really good at ELA who can look at it, if you don't have an ELA teacher or someone with that background, get your parents to look at it. Get an older cousin, get an aunt, auntie. But it's essential that you have somebody read over it, because you can look over stuff. As many times as you might read it, you still might miss something. So I feel like that's important. And just get it done in the summer. The summer, perfect. And then you don't have to worry about it, because there's so much other stuff you have to worry about in the college application process. Once those college applications come out, look at every college. Add all your colleges to the Common App. It's about, I think you have a limit of 20, but you know, you might not even apply to that many. I think I applied to 16 just because my light died. Okay, we're back. But look at all those college applications, because some of them will have supplemental essays. Not every college has those. And supplemental essays are small, short little essays they want to know to get to know you. So sometimes they'll ask like, what is your dream career? Put it in under 250 words or something around that. So I say what I have done is I took all my supplemental essays and I put them into one large Word document. So I took the supplemental essays, let's say from Georgia State, I took it from Pratt Institute, and I took it from University of Louisville. So I took all of those and I put it into one document with the prompt there and when the application was due by. I did all my colleges early action, and here's why. Early action makes sure that you get those merit scholarships, which is how I was able to obtain around $300,000 for all the schools that I applied to. Merit scholarships are the best thing you can do, and you can really only get those if you apply early action. A lot of early action deadlines are between October 31st and December 31st, but you have to go research on your own because every school is different. But merit scholarships are a holy grail. So all that to say, the earlier you apply, the better. Now, with those essays, I would spend at least an hour a day. And if more, actually, because it does get tedious. It's like another class. I was blessed to have minimum morning during my first semester of senior year, so I was able to take that time and use it to apply to scholarships, use it to apply to all my college classes, and I was so happy that I did. I spent at least an hour or two every day working on my supplemental essays because you need to get it done. You have to get it done because you can't submit your application without having those done. And just setting aside that time is essential because you're trying to go to college, so you have to make the time where you can. I also did sports and other extracurricular activities, but just think of it as if it's a class and it's an assignment due by that due date. Next thing for a college application, a resume. A resume is an essential part into your college application because this is what they look at to get to know about you. Because everything else, all the application, you're just a number. Application 32, application 157. The resume is what shows you. And I will show you what my resume looks like here. And I also will put my contact information in the description. So if you need help with creating a resume, I will be here to help you. Okay, so here is my resume. And as you can see, I do have 2 pages here. But you do not have to have 2 pages. I just ended up having 2 pages because I had a lot of stuff to put on there. But you do not want it to be more than 2 pages long. So the minimum is 1 page, right? And the maximum is 2 pages. So what I first have is a picture of me. You don't have to have a picture, but if you have a picture, make sure it's a clean headshot. And you want to have your full name at the top. And I had high school senior there, but since I graduated and now I'm using this for like other things, I took away high school senior. And at the top, I have my education section. So I went to 2 different high schools. So I have those and when I went there and the courses that I took. So you want to put like honors classes. If you took dual enrollment, I have that toward the bottom of it. And I have all the courses that I took and how long I have been there. Then I have a little profile just basically explaining about me, who I am as a person. I have my work experience, I have my awards and achievements, and then I have my leadership things. So you can pause the video and just look at it to get an idea. But like I said, if you contact me, I will help you. So now as we scroll to the bottom, here I have all my extracurricular activities. I had to have a whole page for it because I do actually do a lot of things, as you can see. So this page was just strictly for my extracurricular activities and community service. And you want to put the grades that you did it or the dates that you did it. So my extracurricular activities, I put what grades I did it in. And for my community service, I put the date. So I just put the month. You don't have to put the exact date, but I put the year if it was like something long, or I put the month and the year that I did it as well. But you want to take community service that you did from high school, not any other time like middle school or elementary school. It will not count. Okay, and last thing before we go to the next segment is apply to the honors college, but only if you feel you can handle it. A lot of times honors college is not as much harder as people intend it to be, depending on the school. Now, if you're going to a tech school, I'm pretty sure the honors college is going to be on another level. But if you feel like you can handle it, I say apply, because a lot of times it comes with a lot of perks. Sometimes it comes with scholarship money, it comes with better housing, it comes with perks with scheduling. I know for me, I'm in the Georgia State Honors College. I get scheduling before everybody else in the school. We get to be in the apartment style housing, and there's so many opportunities with it. They also have a study abroad program and different things of that sort. So if you know that you can handle it, if it's just going to be a little more work on your load, but do it, because in the long run, I feel that it's worth it. Now for our next segment, school. Here I'm going to talk about the classes that you need to take, SATs, and extracurricular activities. So first, starting with extracurricular activities. In my opinion, I say do at least 2 clubs or a sport. And if you're doing a sport, at least add 1 other club into it. Colleges love to see that a student is involved in their school or their community. So that is amazing. I know I did basketball, track, band, and I was also in about 5 other clubs as well. So that really made me stand out, and I put that on my resume because you want to put everything on your resume. But just for them to see that I was so involved in my school, in my community, it shows them that I will be involved when I go to college as well. And when you go to college, make sure to be involved. That's how you meet so many more people. Don't just go to college and be like, oh, I'm going to take my classes. Oh, I'm just going to go party. Still join clubs. That's how you meet more people and have more connections and more fun. Also, along with the extracurricular activities is community service. They really love to see community service. They love to see that you're helping out in the community. So I would aim for at least 80 hours of community service. I know there is a requirement, I believe, for high school. I'm not sure. It just depends on what high school you go to, what county you're in. But get that community service. There's a lot of scholarships that come from doing community service. So also when you apply to scholarships, they love to see that too. But I'll get into that later. Just put that on your resume as well so they know that you were involved in your community. You were doing clubs and different things of that. And that will make you stand out from the next person's application. Now, classes you should take in high school. Me personally, I took dual enrollment classes, APs, and honors throughout my whole high school career. I took 6 dual enrollment classes, 5 AP classes, and all the rest of my classes were honors besides the extra classes like PE and health and those things. If you're taking all general education classes, there's nothing wrong with it. Make sure your grades are up high as you can get them. Just try your best. But if you can, take that honors class. Put that extra step up if you know you can handle it, because that also sets you apart as well. They want to see that you're pushing yourself as well. Even if you don't end with an A in that class, you still took it. It boosts your GPA as well with 0.5 extra. And it also shows them that, oh, you decided to take more rigor in your classes instead of just on the regular level. I also really recommend to take dual enrollment, as that has really helped me. Starting into college, I will be considered a sophomore because of all the dual enrollment classes I've taken. I've taken pretty much all my freshman classes because of it, and dual enrollment is free. So now when I go to college, I don't have to worry about taking those classes, which also brings down my cost as well. So I love dual enrollment. You could take it during the summer, you could take it virtually, and you could take it in person during the fall and spring, and you could take as many as you want. Just make sure you do it in moderation, because it is a college class, so it will be on another level. You have to be independent with yourself, so just make sure you know that you will do your work and not procrastinate. I am a procrastinator, so I did struggle at times, but I knew that I could handle it and be independent as well, and I ended with A's and B's. Now, SATs and ACTs. Now, I'm not a fan of the ACT. I took it once and never again. I just couldn't really get into it. I don't know. I just didn't feel it. But SATs, I took it about 3 times because I was aiming to get the Zell Miller Scholarship, which you had to have over a 1200 on the SAT. And you also had to have a 3.7, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but it's on Georgia Futures because this is a Georgia State in-state scholarship. So the Hope Scholarship and the Zell Miller Scholarship. The Zell Miller was based off the SAT scores. So the first time I took it, I did pretty well. I got an 1160. So I wanted to bring my score up. So I had to find some resources. Now, those resources are not free, but a great resource that I would recommend is Super Tutor TV. I used it and my score went up from a 1160 to a 1220, and I only used it for about 3 weeks. Now, don't be like me. Do not be like me. Use it way ahead because your score could be way higher. I kept procrastinating. I didn't feel like studying, and I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll get whatever score I get. No, use it. Use it. If I could go back, I would use it way earlier because my score could have been way higher than that. I could have been in the 1300s. Who knows? But I really recommend it. It is something that you do have to pay for. It is an investment, but trust me, it's worth it. I used it for 3 weeks and my score went up 60 points. So, hey, that's something that's better than nothing. And I was able to get the Zell Miller Scholarship, which covers 100% of my tuition. So I don't have to pay for tuition at all. Now for the last segment, which I feel is one of the most important segments, scholarships. Now, scholarships are important because you don't want to be in debt when you go to college. Who wants to be in debt? No. I'm not going to be paying $40,000 when I'm in my 40s. I was out of college a long time ago. So, schools only give so much money. So you have to do your research and go and find those outside scholarships. And I've earned this year alone $10,500 in scholarships from just outside scholarships. And I will have a resource where you can pay for a scholarship resource list where you can find a list of all scholarships. Most of them will be based in Georgia because I am from Georgia, and it will also have a couple of national ones as well. But my tip apply to the local scholarships. There are plenty of local scholarships. You can look at law firms, you can look at grocery stores, libraries, schools. Look at your school, look at the elementary schools around. A lot of places are willing to give money to raise up the kids into college. So you just have to do your research, look around you. I will have that resource listed below for you. Also, another great place, fraternities and sororities. They love to give away money. So look into those, like go research. A lot of times it might be for just the women or just the men, but sometimes they also do combine it. But do your research, they are willing to give you that money. And a lot of times they'll give you a nice high scholarship. I was able to get one from an organization in New Jersey and I earned $5,000. And all I had to do was type a 250-word essay about my aspirations for the future. So it's really not hard. And for me, what I also did, like I did with the supplementals, I made a whole Word document full of my scholarship prompts. So a lot of them have deadlines, so you just have to make sure you track those deadlines. A good resource that I also used was Monday.com. It allows you to put in like the name of the scholarship, and then you can put in the due date, and it will send the reminders to your phone, so you know, oh, I need to complete this by this day. And you can tell it to give you a reminder 3 days before, 2 days before, maybe even a week before, so you can make sure you stay on track, because it can be hard with all the scholarships that you're looking at to forget the due date. So just make sure you stay on top of that as well. So I have my whole Word document full of it, and I would just go there every day, an hour or two, at least an hour. Please spend at least an hour, because a lot of times scholarship essays, they repeat the same prompt. So that 250-word essay that I use, I actually took that from another scholarship essay that I did not get, and I used it for that one, and I just reused it, and I got the $5,000. It pays to keep track of your essays. Don't just type it directly into the application. Type it on your Word document, copy, paste, and put it in. And make sure you also have somebody to check it as well, because a lot of times they're looking for the grammar. You want to make sure everything is correct and just looks professional. I also have a scholarship book that I got off of Amazon that it's really thick. It's like about this thick, y'all. And it has so many resources of scholarships. The only thing that I don't like about it is you have to thumb through it all, because you have to make sure that you're eligible. Because sometimes scholarships only go to people, who are located in Texas, who are dependents of veterans. So you just have to go through it, go research, because they put the websites there for you to go to as well. So just go take some time with that. I say 45 minutes to go through the book every day, and just go find what you're eligible for, and then write those down and put it into your Word document. I really hope this video was helpful for you all, because I really want to make sure you guys are successful going into college. I wish I had somebody to tell me all these tips as well, and I may not be the person who knows everything about college, but at least I wanted to give my tips of what I know and what my experience was for you all, so you won't make those same mistakes and you can be better people as well. And so if you need anything, I will link my Instagram in the description below, so you can contact me. Feel free to message me, because I will respond, and I want to make sure that you are set and ready to go to college. So feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here, just a text away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bye.